ready to connect in the sports world during these unprecedented times? Or you wanted to showcase your talent? Then sign up for a free account at www.watchmylights.com. My Lights is a social media sports platform that provides all users with a free way to communicate and share sports highlight videos with anyone around the world. So whether you're a coach and want to easily recruit for your players, an athlete and want to showcase yourself, a parent, grandparent, or sports enthusiast, My Lights has you covered. Users can create a free account to share highlight videos, chat, post, and follow other users. My Lights is the new free social media sports platform the sports world has been waiting for. So go to www.watchmylights.com and get started now.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Off the Dribble, presented and powered by the Warner Robins All-Stars in association with Love of the Game Network. Super Bowl Sunday, man. So we appreciate everybody joining in at this earlier time. We got a good show for you. I don't know what's going on there with Coach Tack trying to show off that jersey. They ain't seen the Super Bowl since the Super Bowl seen them. Ain't that how that go?
No, man. That's trying to be funny. That's all right. That's all right. Trying to be funny. That's good. Hey, just know my boy Chase Young, Rookie Defensive Player of the Year and the Rookie of the Year. And Alex Smith, Comeback Player of the Year. The ball team.
Hey, I mean, you know, loud hand clap or whatever, however that go, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, join us.
If we give respect where respect is due.
Yes.
Yeah. Charles G, what's up, man?
Chilling on it, man.
Yeah.
On it. Glad to be here. Got a chance to, even though it's Super Bowl weekend or Super Bowl, today is the Super Bowl. Got a chance to see a lot of basketball over the past week. So,
hey, you know what I thought about? Can we say Super Bowl, or do we have to say the big game?
And say Super Bowl. Why not? Why we can't say Super Bowl?
Because I've seen some places they don't refer to it as a Super Bowl. They say the big game.
Man,
well, too late. On all the flyers, and we done said it 50 times. So
yeah, Super Bowl.
40 years I've been on this earth has been Super Bowl.
They might not say Super Bowl to St. Louis.
Y'all the only team that can't say Super Bowl.
Oh, hey, we have won 3.
What that mean?
St. Louis.
When?
I mean,
When?
Man, don't do that.
Greatest show on turf.
The greatest show on turf.
99.
Yeah. And they cheated.
How we cheat?
They cheated Tennessee.
Ain't nobody cheated Tennessee, man.
Oh,
he was like,
yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, ain't nobody cheated Tennessee. This game, baby. Game over.
Hey, Charles. I mean, y'all did get a new quarterback this week, didn't you?
Yeah. This we got my boy Matt Stafford coming to join them Rams.
How you feel about that?
I like it. It's a good move, man. Stafford make plays. I think to get to that,
you got to stay on the field though.
He got to stay on the field, but what do you mean? Somebody shoulder injury?
He stay hurt. He stay hurt, man. We want him in Washington anyway. He stay hurt too much.
And Alex Smith don't.
Alex Smith is the comeback player of the year.
So he get knocked down, but he comes back.
Come back. Yes.
Never played every season. He's missed a few games.
He ain't did that though.
Yeah, hey, just wait. Ain't nobody did nothing in Detroit though.
Calvin Johnson going to the Hall of Fame.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. But Hall of Fame ain't Super Bowl.
You're right.
That's true.
But congratulations to Calvin Johnson. He is one of my favorite all-time receivers.
Congrats, Calvin.
Hey, so like we alluded to, like you seen the flyers, we got a huge show for you today, man. But before we bring our special guest out, we give a shout out to our sponsors: KPB Designs, Hype South Media, Hype South Skills Lab, shouts by Cubby Lee, 619 Training, and Happy Hydro. As always, we're extremely happy and that you support us in this endeavor. It's a little different being on here at 2:00 than at 8:00, but it's all good.
It is.
Right?
I didn't know what to do. Like, do I have my red cup ready? Still, I don't know.
My red cup is in full effect, my boy.
Yeah.
So this means that I'll be drinking Kool-Aid earlier than normal.
There you go.
That is.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's get to it, man. Without further ado, we're gonna bring our guest to the stage. Warner Robins High School legend, Auburn All-American, 4-time NFL Pro Bowler, Mr. James Brooks.
Oh, thank you much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me.
The second best Brooks in Warner Robins. I'm the first.
Okay, in your world, I can live with that.
Hey,
what's up, Unc?
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting back, relaxing. Just think about Super Bowl things, what they did when you did things. I mean, we had a lot more stuff going on for my Super Bowl. I mean, we had a riot going on the night we get down to Florida, and we had a guy went AWOL. The night we changed hotel. I mean, we had some very interesting things going on. But that's pressure, I guess.
So like we talked about, I'm just gonna call you Unc for the show. So Unc, how we this? I mean, you jump right to the Super Bowl. So we're not gonna ask you your pick yet. We're gonna do that at the end of the show.
Right.
But just your experience, that the whole with the media, and from when you played in it to what it's turned into. What's kind of the difference?
I'll tell you what. The difference is right now, if I was playing now, I'd probably be talked about so much because it's so many things you have to think before you do. Things you have to say before you say. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about it, you have to learn to understand that is your job. Therefore, it's so many things you cannot do. It's a time for everything. It's time to have fun. When you have fun, it's a time not to have fun because you get paid a lot of money, and so many people now know they got cameras everywhere now.
Yeah, and
that's the thing about it. Young kids have not really understand. If you are somewhere, and you don't have to do nothing wrong, but everybody that shot show you done something, and you have to explain yourself, and that's I think the difference. And of course, football has changed a lot. Back then, when we played, we played to keep. We didn't play around. Guys would take you out in a heartbeat.
Right.
One thing that's another. But and since that time, protocol, all the other stuff go into it. Now you have to be smart about it and try to stay, maintain and understand the game and just make your money and move on.
Yeah. Are you kind of I guess glad with some of the rules that's come in as far as the safety of the game?
You know what? My thing is here, I didn't really get hit. You know what I mean? I played 12 years. The thing about me is I'm more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
When I say detail is, I know what guys can hit, what guys gonna hit. You know what I mean? I watch those guys, and when you're dealing with a bigger person,
right?
That bigger person got advantage over you. But if you got quickness and all that, you shift the weight. When I mean shift your weight, if I shift you one side, you're not bigger like you think you are. And that's me, and that's what it's me learning how to do what I did for a living. I ran the ball for a living. And that means I understand I'm not trying to take on these people. I'm trying to run away from them. And that's the whole idea. I'm not trying to take on to you. If you're way bigger than me, I'm not taking on you.
Right.
Why? I'm making it easy on you. But if I shake you, you're going to remember that next time around when I come at you again. Because I'm probably going to shake you again. And nothing you can do about it. But that's just me understand the game. And you have to study a lot. And that's the thing about me. I'm more detailed. I understand. When I play against someone, I know everything about that person. That team, because at the end of the day, things coach can show you, things they can't show you. I mean, if I understand the game, I don't worry about it because that's just me as a person. I want to know everything about it. I want to know everything. I mean, ask the coach a question. Why that? Why that? Because I want to know. I'm curious. Because one day, maybe I want to go into coaching. That means I have learned from people's experience.
Right. Now, is that something that you always had, or is that something as you were moving through college and getting to you?
I've always been that way as a kid growing up. I used to sit back and watch my oldest brother and all them play. I used to just curious about stuff. I always been that curious person about stuff. If I don't know, I sit back and watch because I'm looking for an edge. There's always an edge somewhere.
Right.
Just depending how you approach it and understand the game. Because when I'm out there, I don't depend on the quarterback to put us in a situation. When he says slide, that means it's gaps here or there. Mm-hmm. And sometimes linemen sometimes lose their mind, forget to slide. And that means if I'm a secondary in the backfield, I don't have to be out that fast. That means I can look and help and still pick my man up. That's just knowledge of the game. And I always felt that way. When I understand the game, I don't worry about nobody else, because that's just me understand the game. You got to study. Yeah. And they start paying that kind of money. I want to make every opinion I can make, but I got to be aware what's going on too.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of how it was in my playing days. Oh.
Man, there you go again, man.
Yeah, somewhere down the line, you have to understand. I mean, everybody go. They want to be. They want to be a LeBron James, or they want to be Patrick. I mean, it's all that, but it's a lot of work you have to put into it. Sacrifice. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And you have to, like I say, when I was growing up, I always felt it's a couple of kids is working harder than me. Therefore, I got to go out there and work a little hard. And people in the neighborhood said, man, that kid is crazy. I'm out there on the football field running out there by myself. And back in the South, it's hot.
Right.
I'm out there running, I'm running. Everybody look at me like, I think something might be the matter with him. But, that's how I go. But at the end of the day, I just smile, because I know if I'm pushing myself to be the best, it's not going to just say because I'm going to sit here and watch television. It's not going to work. And that's the difference I'm trying to teach my son that also. Trying to teach him that kind of stuff. Now, he got a lot of pressure on him.
I think that's some of the problem with today's kids. That they're not willing to get out there and work by themselves. That they want to wait on somebody to tell them, or go. I mean, and I haven't done against trainers, but go get trainers here and there. And I mean, having a trainer is good, but I mean, sometimes you got to get out there and be willing to sacrifice and do some of the stuff on your own. And I think that's the problem with some of these kids. And I mean, talking about that, just tell them some of the stuff you used to do, to motivate yourself, because it wasn't trainers like it was today back in your time.
No, you know what the thing about I used to learn, I didn't ever squat. You know how coaches always try to tell you got to be squatting all this weight, all this here. Mm-hmm. I never squat. You know what I did? I ran heels. Reason I ran heels because it take pressure off your joints, all that. That means all you get more. If you squat a lot, it's gonna tear your whole legs down. Mm-hmm. And I ran heels, and to this day, I never had surgery on my knee. Mm. Not one. And that's the thing, but you got to learn what you think best. I mean, like now, my son have me because I've been through it. I understand what you have to go through with all this. Like I say, I coach a baseball team, and the parents want me to do all this stuff for their kids. And I always say to the parents, wait a minute, what are you doing? What I'm telling you things you should do. I said, I can't do it all the time for them. But just to think about it, but I love the game. And I care about kids. I want the kids to get an opportunity. How many kids going to get an opportunity to play at the highest level? Everybody have a goal. Everybody have a dream. I have experienced all that stuff. And therefore, I'm trying my best to make sure I get my son to that level. At least give him a chance. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to have pressure, but that's just how it goes. I had pressure. I seen Melvin Howard, Jerome Durden, these guys you probably never heard of, but these guys, Melvin Howard played with Tony Dorsett, played Pittsburgh. Some of the other guys played a little small school, but my goal was to break all their record. That's what I did. And, then you go from there, you go to college. I played with Joe Cribb, William Andrew. And Joe will tell you right now, if I call Joe, he'll tell you. I told Joe, he was a sophomore at the time when I was a freshman. I told him, dude, that's not your job. That's my job as a freshman. And I was saying, I'm not sitting on no bench because I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to go out there a little longer and run more. until I feel like I'm ready to do it. And that's the different generation because we didn't have all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And a cat can tell you here. I come from a family of 12 kids, and no one will tell you. I just be out in the yard all the time, just hanging out, and I used to watch bigger kids, and never said my goal, what I want to do in life, and I always kept that to myself. And you have to, if you're really into sports and understand what it takes, that's the kind of stuff you do. Now in these days, everybody got video. Back then, we couldn't get no video. We had one television, and your mom say, "You gonna watch the news. There's nothing you can do about it. Go outside and go do something, and it's gonna help you instead of sitting there mad about something. Because you're not gonna win. Your mom say you're not gonna happen. Your dad say not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And that gave me that edge because I went out there and worked at it. I mean, I know when I got up to 7th grade, I felt like I could play high school ball. That was the edge. That's when Coach Davis see me and understood it. And after that, football was just like taking candy from a baby. Didn't try hard. Didn't need to because only time I try hard when people starting to hit me harder. Now I got to step it up. That's the difference. I mean, I'm so blessed the things I have done. Never had surgery in my career at the pro level, and they always told me I wasn't big enough, and I just smile because that's not true.
Like, speaking of that, how big are you?
I'm 190 pounds.
How tall are you?
5'9.5".
Now, how tall is Ted?
5'9" and a half.
I tell you what, get his son. You'll see him right now. His son probably up to his eyeballs.
Now there you go with it. When I went to the doctor, I am 5'9 and a half.
Well, you know what we should do? We should go to the doctor and tell the doctor don't lie like that. You're a midget. Get over it.
Hey,
that's the truth, though. As I'm telling you, not the truth. Look in the mirror at yourself.
I'm telling you,
dude, you're not 5'9".
Man,
I guarantee you, your daughter is taller than you.
She 5'11".
Get out of here, dude. Dude, stop lying.
Man, there you go, man.
Do you think Tat's daughter is 5'11"?
She ain't 5'11" yet.
Yeah, no, she's not. That's my point. She's taller than Tat right now.
Yeah,
and I mean that tell you she no 5'11".
Man,
dude, you're a midget. Get over it. That's your life. That's your life. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Nah, listen.
It's not how you are, what you say.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
People understand you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why he say that. He say that because he know that I'm the most popular Brooks here in Warner Robins, and he's second.
But you know why?
Why?
I don't live in Warner Robins.
But that's what I'm telling you. When anytime Brooks is mentioned,
right? Go ahead.
It's me. It ain't James. They said James. Oh, James is your uncle. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a second Brooks.
I give you credit for that because to me. But my picture is bigger than that. Is that true?
Man, listen. No.
I mean, I'm just saying that what you do a great job. You get an opportunity to work with kids. As a black man, I enjoy seeing y'all doing the things y'all are doing.
I understand that, but I'm just talking about the most popular Brooks, and that's me. And then
I understand that, but you on Facebook running your mouth all the time. I don't have to do all that. Do that make sense?
I'll be telling the truth.
Yeah, my point is here. They saying, "Oh, that other Brooks family running their mouth again, like you doing." That's what you're doing.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Let me give you a little advice on something.
Come on with it. I'm listening.
If you're good, you don't have to speak. You don't have to get on Facebook and tell how good you are.
I don't. I'm talking about. I'm saying now.
If I ain't no better, if I put a wig on you, I think you're a woman.
Oh, look at this shit. I'm gonna have listen. I'm gonna. I'm gonna have to call John on it because I'm just this joke here, man.
I have a picture of me, John and Coach Davis. That's the only picture I have. Hey, I don't remember seeing you. You might have been a little too short to take a picture because we're too tall for you. But that's all right, though. Let's go, good.
Oh man.
Yeah, you good. Do what you do best. You motivate these kids. You get these kids to understand opportunity. I respect that. That gives me so much respect for people are doing things, not just standing there. You're doing things to help kids get opportunity. Because if I see a kid doing well, opportunity, get them off the street and do things. Because one day, you never know you're getting paid for a living. You never know.
Well, let me ask you this,
Go on.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This year's Warner Robins team. Honestly, now, I see you got the sweatshirt on. I like the sweatshirt, by the way.
I like number 76.
You like
the 716. Reason I look at the 716 because that is the best team ever.
So that's 1976.
Yes, it's no question about it.
And Warner Robins history.
Yes, ain't no question about it.
I'm telling you, I heard different. Hold on. Before I say I heard different. I heard that the 76 team was probably the best team in the state of Georgia.
Dude.
Period. I'm saying period. But now I also have heard that 81 team would have put something on y'all. According to
you know what? If Coach Davis is here today, Coach Davis tell you the truth. That's the difference. That's the difference. What people say, they saying one thing because you know what? If half the time they probably didn't ever see me play because I was playing on Sunday then.
We ain't talking about that.
That's the difference. I was playing on Sunday then. That's the difference. Matter of fact, I never seen Ed play 1 year. After that, I ain't seen no more. I mean, that's the difference.
So you saying the 81? So you saying the 81 team?
Chad, listen, dude. Please listen to me. I want you to listen. I'm your nephew, Chad. Hear what I say.
Okay.
They could not touch us, Chad. I will make them ran out of Warner Robins. They got mad at themselves because it's no competition. I'm just telling you. And nothing I seen was I would be impressed with.
And that's the 81. And that's the 81 national championship team.
Yes, it's nothing about it. Because you know what? If you're good, it'll come out. Because you go to the next level.
Yeah.
Okay. That means if you fake, you don't last long.
What's that? Ted, go ahead and rank your Warner Robins team by the years. 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Well, you talking about football?
Football.
No, we got what? We got what? 5 in football, 4 in football. 5.
We got 5.
So out of those 5, then Ted.
I guess we can say
that's my friends. I get that.
Hold on. I'm gonna name it right now.
Please go.
I'm gonna name it right now.
Before you do that, viewers also, if you watching, and we'll take yours in the comments as well.
All right. Now the ranking of the state championship teams. Okay, I would say the 76 team. Because they have,
you feel pressure. I don't want you saying.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. I would say 76, 81, 88 this year in 2004 last. And the reason I say 2004 and 5 because that team this year was just so explosive on offense.
Right.
And they were real sound defensively. So that's why I put this year's, above the 2014. But now I don't think this year's team could really compete with the 8-8 and the 8-1 to 7-6 team. Different style of football. And I just think those three teams was tough. I mean, I didn't get I didn't get to see the 7-6 team, and I was probably about 3 years old when 8-1.
I will say it,
but I did see that. I did see that.
I'll say this here: in 3 years, I just ran the ball 300 times.
Oh, I got some stats over here.
Okay, I'm gonna say, go ahead and check and see what we got there, because I gotta say, Jimmy Jr. is a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Womack, you know what I mean? I got to share now. I have to share the ball.
All right. Now I'm glad you went down.
Before we get let me put these stats up.
All right, go ahead.
Over 4,700 yards. This high school. Over 4,700 rushing yards. 70 touchdowns. 30 touchdowns in one season, which is a record.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 touchdowns in one game, that's still a record.
Right. Now.
High school.
Right. Now. And I'm glad you brought up the point that he had to share the football. Yes. But now, John, on the other hand, John had to share the football just as much with you had to share it with Jimmy. Hold on. You had to share it with Jimmy Jr. and Ron, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Right. Now, John had to share with a stable of backs.
Who?
He had to share with David Loman. He had to share with Mike. Hold on. I'm telling you.
Are these water balls?
No. No.
I mean, did they go off to school? Did they play college ball?
Yeah, David Loman went to do.
And academic?
No, he played football at Duke.
Can't play. Duke's just as sorry as they want to be. Duke played back then when we were playing basketball in high school. We weren't that good.
Oh, somebody, we got to go ahead, Charles.
We weren't that good.
We got a question. They want us to ask you about Jesse Canyon.
Jesse, Jesse he with us, and how many times Jesse ran the ball? Probably 30 times, and he couldn't play.
All right.
That's honest truth. Jesse Canyon played cornerback because he couldn't get on the field with us. We had Henry Kane. You remember a guy named Henry Kane? You remember Henry Kane? Henry Kane. He had. I guess he involved with Jan. You remember Jan?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Henry Kane played with me and Jimmy. Henry Kane was probably one of the best back ever, and he didn't get that much playing time. That means me and Jimmy Womack been doing it from day one. We grow up together. I mean, it's not about what we did in high school, but we talk about what we did after college and pro. That means each time we got better at the competition, get better. That tell me there ain't nobody. When I tell you, when I get up with the big boys and can play with the big boys, ain't nobody in high school talking about playing with me. Come on, dude, don't insult me like that, because at the end of the day, Ed is not good. He was a person, you tell him go straight, that's as far as he can see. And my brother played with it.
I was gonna go there. Now I'm gonna tell you what
we wanted to draft Joseph, but he went in the military. It wasn't because he couldn't play. My brother, he got that DNA like I have. I get that. But he's a little crazy because he was in the military. I think he's crazy. That's just my opinion about my brother. He's crazy. It makes sense.
Hey,
I love my brother to death, but he's crazy.
But I tell you, I heard some stories about Uncle Joseph too. And along when he went to South Carolina and played, man.
Joseph played with one of my friends as played with me in pro, and he told me some of the stuff he did. I said, "Yeah, that's not what I sound like Joseph," because he was a good athlete. Joseph, Joe, you have to get to know my brother to have conversation with. You know what I mean? He's not one gonna come out and say things because he's not that way. But if I think he's crazy, yes, I think he's crazy. Because that's just how he is. Because he always say, man, if I got a chance to hit you, I was a knock you. I said, well, I've been hearing that all my life. I'm not gonna let you hit me.
Hey,
I've been hearing that stuff all the time. But like I say, I'll give you a background about my family. My mom and dad never played sports in their life. My father tried teaching me how to go hunt. You know what I mean? And I can tell you this story. This is an honest truth story. My father took me out there to go hunt, teach me how to hunt. Right? He shot a gun in the air. And you ever see that movie like Forrest Gump?
mm-hmm.
Dude, I was on the other side, and he laughed so hard because it scared the crap out of me. I have never been that. My dad is a big hunter. My mom was, and every kid, 12 kids, was athletic.
Yep.
And no one taught us how to do it. Mm. And that's the crazy thing about it. And I can remember my mom going down at Auburn, and people's like, how did your son know all this stuff? And my mom would say, well, he probably just watched someone else. And like I say, we learn from each other. And that's the thing about it. That's why I think a family thing is a great thing, because we believe in each other. And I try to teach it with my son. I try to teach it with all my nephew, all of them. You be understanding. I like to listen to people to learn stuff. I'm not afraid to learn things. I want to be more knowledge about different stuff because I want to know stuff. And that's the whole idea. You teach people that because it's a great thing to know things.
Yeah. Hey, so you kind of gave us a transition or a segue. Just wanted to touch on Auburn a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn, you had over 3,500 rushing yards, 24 touchdowns, all SEC first team, and then came out as a first round draft pick to the NFL. But what made you choose Auburn?
It was close by because the reason that is because my family need to be closer, because when you come from a big family, we can't use cars that much to come and see us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's no way I can go out in California. It's no way. My family never been out in California to see me. But
you was getting offers from all over. How many offers? Was there a second? Was there almost a runner-up?
I would never go into Georgia beginning. Georgia recruited me since I was in the 7th grade. And I would never go into Georgia beginning. Something about Georgia, because each time they had us up there seeing the spring football, all that stuff, I didn't care about that kind of stuff. And, my thing is here, I had an opportunity to go anywhere I want to, but Auburn is like a family. And you have to do things to make sure you have the power over them. Mm. If you get what I'm saying,
right?
When you got power, good things happen. That's the difference. And I'm all about trying to figure out what can I do to help my family, because when you come from 12 kids, and I see my parents bust their butt. And the opportunity when I got a chance to buy my mom a house, it's better playing the Super Bowl. I would say that. And as an honest truth about me, I'll tell you, I'm very close to my family. Mm-hmm. I care about my family more. I'm just blessed because God gave me an opportunity to do something for my parents. Because at the end of the day, I would tell you, I was one of these people. I didn't hang out. On a Friday night, I used to be at home, hanging out with my mom. My girlfriend used to get mad at me. Why you can't come over? I don't feel like it. Because my thing's here. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I had a goal, and I wasn't going to let it stop me from doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I mean, like I said, I think God gave me that strength to see things. I mean, like I say, with 12 kids. I told my mom, "Have you lost your mind to have that many kids?" But at the time she said, that's what she wants to do. And like I said, when your mom say that, and then to this day, my mom is 95, and I talk to her every day. I call her every day. But that's just me care so much about a family thing. And I think it gave me that ability gave me an opportunity to do things in a positive way.
Right.
And that's the thing about it. I would never change it because I think I did the right way. Because like I say, I've been around kids, got talent, but they have no guide. And that's what we have to do as a strong black man. We got to be that person, stand there and pull that kid to the side and say, "Hey, this is what we need to do." And if I see people doing that, that is one of the greatest things I see. Because we as people, we got to be that strong person.
Right.
And I have so much respect for y'all when y'all doing pulling kids. You know what I'm talking. The kids we're talking about. Y'all know for a fact, kids got talent, but they need guide. And that's great. That's great feeling. Like I say, I like to do more with more riding because we need somebody they can have a goal for. I'm not going to talk about it. I want to be there to help them because at the end of the day, to play on a Sunday or play in a Super Bowl, oh my God, that's the greatest thing in the world. How many people you say, "Oh my, I can't believe it can happen to anybody"? If you with the right people, understand what you need to do. That's the difference. That is a difference. Our country will be better if we look out for each other and really, a kid got talent, pull that kid to the side and talk to him. And tell them. That's the sweetest thing in the world. It can't get no better than that to me in my eyes. Because I know one day a dream come true. That's me all about. A lot of people don't know me, but my nephew, all them, that's what I'm all about. When they sit down and really, I could talk junk with you. I like to have fun here and there, but that's what moved me.
Right.
I love to have kids get an opportunity to do something in a positive way. There's no question about it because it's so many knowledge about stuff, and you can teach them. Because a lot of times when people have never done it before, it's hard to tell someone something they've never done it before.
Right.
And like I say, different generation is still the same. You know what I mean? I'm seeing at the pro level. It's so many things I have tried to get into the NFL. You'd be surprised you can't get in there. But that's just how it works. Right. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm still gonna try to get in there because if I don't try, how can I help somebody?
Right.
That's the difference.
Hey, so you played a long time in the NFL, had a very successful career. As far as your preparation when you got to the professional level, what advice could you give kids as far as preparing themselves mentally for a game? We understand there's things you got to do physically.
I tell you what, a lot of stuff you like. First of all, when you get there, you don't realize we're talking about, say, money wise, right? How many people understand that kind of money? What I mean is you get an agent, right? An agent is telling you everything in the book. He's telling you, you are it. This is you. This is here. But they get caught up in not understand he's trying to get the percentage of your money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You better have someone talk to. Get someone got common sense. You know what I mean? Don't get someone who's talk off the street, talk about on the corner, all that stuff. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Right. You got to understand what at that level we're talking money. This is how they talk to you. This is how the owners talk to you. We talk about money. We're not talking about nothing else. Now after that, you get around Charlotte Joyner. what I played with San Diego. If Charlie Jones played in the league, Hall of Fame guy, he played at least 23 or 24 years. I mean, I just call it old man. And this guy, you know, he played with Grambling, and he took me up on his wing. He showed me everything what I need to do. I mean, I just go to Houston and train with this guy. And I thought I was a man. I thought I was a young man could run to the death, right? This old man took me out on the track and ran me down. When I mean down, he had me when we took a break. I was in this cafeteria, had my head laying on the ground on the table because he had ran me that much. And that's the thing about it. I haven't find someone I had trust in. And that's the thing about it, and especially at the pro level. It's so many people there you don't know about. You know what I mean? You don't see the big stars, all that. They live in a different world. But when you start off, you got to be that person. Find someone and understand you live in your zone, not out of your zone. You know what I mean? Right. And they got it's tricks everywhere. Tricks everywhere. I mean, that's another part they don't tell you about. When you get up in the pro, everything coming at you. If you know what I mean, they got tricks. That's what they do for a living. That's their hobby. And you have to understand it. You got to be smart. Talk to your family. If your family don't understand something, don't go and tell everybody in the neighborhood what your son did or how much all that. Keep it to yourself because it ain't nobody's business. And be the person. Understand. Coming to money, you don't sign off on anything. Don't let an agent tell you you buying this or here. Tell him, explain to you what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Because money make people change their mind. You change your mind. You say, "Oh, they won't get me." They'll get you because we talk about money when we're not used to seeing. We talk about we say $24 million. Half of it's guaranteed. Don't let the agent be control your money, because at the end of the day, he's looking at money. He will cut you if you don't understand what kind of money you're talking about. No, we're not signing off on nothing. Right. If you're able to take care of your own money, be that person to take care of your money. At least be smart about it, because at the end of the day, don't go out there and buy all these things. It's not worth it. Don't go buy two houses. $1 million house for what? You going the right way, you're gonna lose all of it. Buy your car and be happy. Stop trying to buy these Lamborghinis cost $300,000 or $400,000. A car is a car. I mean, it might be it's a different deal. You might get jacked. You know what I mean? You go to the wrong neighborhood, they'll quite take it. And you know somebody. It's somebody we know. It's that kind of person.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. This is how the world worked out.
Yeah.
That's why this kind of stuff I like talking to high school kids to get a picture, because these agents on these recruits will tell you everything in the book. I don't care what they say, and they might be the nicest people in the world, but if they got a job, especially recruit, they try and tell you everything in the book, because soon they get you on the campus, you just a number. That's the honest truth. I mean, it's real you can be. But we got to be out there teaching them about the game as well, common sense. That go a long way. And it's hard to get people like that.
Hey, before we get too far into it, though, I definitely want to read off some of these NFL stats as well. 12 years in the NFL, played for 4 different teams. Over 7,900 rushing yards, 49 rushing touchdowns, but you were also catching. So I'm assuming this is out of the backfield.
Right.
383 receptions, 3,621 receiving yards with 30 touchdowns on that end as well.
I'm very open, you know what I mean? I think I got skill because I played baseball, basketball, all that, but you have to be a person to do a lot of things.
Right. And I didn't even get down your punt return and your kick return yards on top of that.
I think after the third or fourth year, I wasn't running no punts and kickoffs back no more. I ain't running that kind of stuff.
That game, huh?
You gotta be crazy. I used to look at these guys and say, man, these guys ain't making that much money. They coming down here, they trying to kill me. I'm like, no. When I got to be that starter, I played with Chuck Muncie. And one thing I used to learn from Chuck Muncie had a drug problem. And I always sat back and just watched because it's just a matter of time when everything gonna come to a head. Right. This guy used to, before a game, and this guy going into the bathroom. When he come out of that bathroom, that guy will run through the wall. That tell you what this is all about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, if things happen, you'll be surprised. Things you see, you don't do. And that's the difference. I'm not a follower. I think me as a black man, I'm a leader. I'm never following no one. I'm gonna question that person. If it's right and I go down and think about it, I'm gonna make sure it's right. Right.
So, when did you know? So that last year before you retired, when did you know it was time?
Oh, when you make $4.7 million, right? At that end of the year, I know that.
I thought we wasn't giving out stats.
Right, I'm giving you about money wise. When I say money wise, when you make that kind of money, that owner is trying to tell you he's trying to replace you.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You see what I mean? How would you know that if you don't know that? You know what I mean? I have to go off numbers because at the end of the day, it's all about if I get paid less, that means it's gonna be more money in my pocket.
Right.
If a running back is all right, if I pay him less, I got that moment. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. It's a doggy world.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing about that is committing itself to you. And if you make a lot, get ready because they're looking at you to cut you down. That's honest truth. That's just part of life.
I kind of want y'all to talk on some of this Warner Robins history in football. I always say even Middle Georgia area history.
I tell you what, back then when I was coming up,
how many high schools was it then?
2.
Yeah.
It wasn't but 2. One around the north side.
Well, you didn't count Pearl Steve. Pearl Steve used to be first through the 12th grade.
Well, no, they took my back then when you.
Okay, it wasn't but 2 high school. High school. Okay, you go to the north side or Warner Robin, but like I say, Unigrove was Warner Robin. Before everybody went to Warner Robin, they was bad. Really, a bad team because that's where all the kids come from. We had so many Unigrove kids grow up and really had skill position, but they didn't know how to stay on the right track.
And all those kids you saying that was at Pearl Stevens, right?
All those kids was so talented.
Well, and I think what Uncle alluding to is before they integrated into Warner Robins High, they was at Pearl Stevens high school back then.
Right, and that's where all the talent come from. This is where I learned how to play football that's right down there. You know, I mean, when it came to Warner Robin, everybody already know how to play. I mean, that people didn't realize that. And that's why I used to sit back and watch these kids way older than me. I just sit and watch them. You'd be surprised how much you learn when you sit back and watch. And that's the key. Do you have the patience, understanding what I need to do to make me a better person? And you know, I mean, that's the difference.
Right. So when you got to Warner Robins, it was this, and Coach Davis had been watching since the 7th grade. Over there, you was over there with Coach Witherspoon, right?
I was over there with Coach Vandergrift. Coach Vanderbilt came when I got in ninth grade, because at the time, Coach Dave was trying to get me in the ninth grade to play varsity ball, but school board of education would not let it happen.
Right.
That means Coach Vanderbilt, the coach said, I'm going to Warner Robin with y'all, because at that time, my class was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he already know we had probably, I would say, at least 10 kids played at the early age.
Right.
And that's when Coach David was known Frank Organ. Frank Organ was coach before Coach David.
Right.
Frank went down to Auburn. And to my knowledge, he's still alive. Because last time I seen him down at Auburn, he's still alive in a wheelchair.
Coach Orgel?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he always told me, he said, if Coach David could be national champ, he's not a coach. He always say that. And I tell him that. And of course, if you know Coach Davis, believe me, the things he would say. I mean, you telling me he can't be a coach? Oh my God.
Was Conrad over there when you was over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for these people that's listening, Conrad Demon. I call him Conrad Demon.
He was at Northside.
Well, no. So he was at Northside when you was there, or was he at Warner Robins?
No, Conrad was at Northside.
But he was at Warner Robins before he went to Northside.
Not to my knowledge.
I think he was early in his career. I think he was at Warner Robins, and then he left over to Northside.
The only people I really know was Coach Davis and Coach Frank Orban.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones I associate with, and Coach Gann. Now, Coach Philly, he's just out there.
God, dog.
Yeah, you can. Well, we always disagree on stuff.
Right.
That's the difference.
Now, throughout your high school career, you only lost to Northside once.
One time. And I still regret it to this day.
And that
it still bothers me to this day.
And they always ask me about that rivalry stuff, and I told them I was born into that.
Well, you have a choice because that kind of competition. Those guys. You know what I mean? When those same guy just beat out to Pearl Stevens playing basketball, all this stuff. So we know each other. It's not about we dislike each other. It's just the competition. You know what I mean?
Right.
When your boy on that side doing this here, I want him to do well, but not that game.
Not that. Right.
That's different, man. That's the thing about it. You always love competition. Like I say, when I played in the All-Star game, going against Ronnie Lott, Dennis Smith, Lawrence Taylor, all those guys, I'm like, y'all not gonna hit me. And everybody's like, you were scared? I'm like, no. They good. I'm good. That's why we're here.
Right.
And that's the difference is. You know what I mean? That's as good a thing about it. I always been that way. I always been that type of person. I'm real sure of myself. I'm really understand myself.
That's why you stay. I think that's kind of why you stay healthy throughout those 12 years.
I mean, right to this day, I still train a lot right now.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still train a lot.
So Mary Stevens, is that what you call it? Mary Stevens? That was an all blacks. That was
Pearl Stevens.
Pearl Stevens was an all black school.
Yes.
That is correct. First through the 12th grade.
Pearl Stevens never segregated. Do you think what would that look like?
Warner Robin wouldn't be good. Warner Robin been bad. Because Pearl Stevens would beat Warner Robin because all those athletes would have been there.
So Pearl Stevens, they actually switched up. Some went to Northside and then some went to Warner Robin.
Right. They broke it down and they split. And I'm telling you, the Unigrow, what we call, is so many athletes come through there. Let
me explain to what Union Grove, Ken and Charles is right down the street from the high school. All right, you going back down Davis toward.
I know he's
yeah.
Towards Russell,
right. Huh?
Towards Russell.
Yeah, toward Russell by the church. That's Union Grove. That's where I grew up at right now. Go ahead, my bad.
Man, no, I'm saying in that area there, all these kids in that area. I mean, we probably have maybe 26 or 27 kids play pro ball from that area. I would say it's up there. But that's showing you back then how much talent was. But the difference was we didn't have no guts. A lot of kids didn't have guys. You know what I mean? That's the difference is.
Yep.
I mean, we looked out for each other. And like I say, I come from a strong family. And my mom wasn't hearing all that. She said, you be here at a certain time, you better be there at a certain time. Not 1 minute late. She's not hearing it. And I can remember this story in the 7th grade. Some guy said something about your mom. You know what I mean? You don't talk about your people's mom.
Right.
And this guy said something about my mom. And I hit him right in the mouth. And my mom, I went to the principal, right? Because my mom worked at Rama Junior High. And I told her that, man, my mom stood there and slapped me so hard. She said, I wouldn't give a quarter if he said your mom or blank, blank, blank. You still do not put your hand on nobody. That day, I learned from that day, I'll never do that again, because at the end of the day, even though he said something about my mom, she said, it didn't hurt me still, what he said about me. It doesn't matter. And I learned from that day, 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Right.
That's the difference. And to that day, and my mom was at school. My mom was there when I was there. And I wasn't getting in no trouble. And my thing, I learned from there, try to be a better person. And it always stuck with me. And got me, like I say, went from high school to college. You know how college is, especially at Auburn down there. They got so many people down there, you just shake your head. I just go down there. I used to see the Commodore at Tuskegee. You remember that? The Commodore was down there? We used to go down there to see all blacks, because that's a black school, right? Back then, Auburn was, I would say, 85-90% all white. And we used to run down Tuskegee because we fit in.
Right.
And I could see the Commodores down there, Lionel Richards. First time I seen him out there singing all that. And it just blew my mind.
So I got so many questions, man. Like I said, I'm not from Warner Robins, and this is Black History Month as well.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
To you, just ask this question. Was it 76? The 76
Yes.
team?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys had just desegregated.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the dynamic like for that team to be that good? For that team to be that good and deal with the challenges, like how did y'all overcome that?
Yeah, but listen, as a kid growing up before that time, we used to walk to school, right? And I always hear the N-word. Just natural, you know what I mean? We just like, oh, okay, good, make it happen. But when you play with them, it's a different ball game. The reason I say that is, what they gonna do? They gonna hand it off to this here, or hand it off to him? And we have established ourselves already in junior high. We is already better than everybody else. Everybody knows that.
Right.
That means you're gonna compensate what we gonna do. You know what I mean? You're not gonna cut your throat because there's nobody else going to take the job. I mean, you have to look at that. Look at that too. I mean, I understood that kind of stuff. That's the thing about it. I went to school at Auburn.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Was it kind of the same dynamic?
Yes. Yep. I had an opportunity to go with one of my friends to his Selma, Alabama, right? And that family told me they didn't feel comfortable about me there because we didn't want nothing to happen to you. You didn't have to tell me one time. You know what I mean? But that's the kind of stuff you hear. I used to drive from Warner Robins to Auburn, right? It's a little small town, and they used to have white and black bathrooms. And my mom always told me, boy, you get through that, slow down, get through that town, and get out of there. Now, this is where I just go there. I just go home sometimes, and I used to be sometimes afraid because they pulled me on the island of that street out there. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because at that time we didn't have phones. I didn't have a phone then. It hadn't brought around yet to that knowledge yet. Because soon they got one, I was gonna get me one. But At that time, we didn't have phone. I mean, every day going, every time I got a chance to go home, I got up that morning to leave to make sure by noon I'm home. That's the difference. But you know what? End of the day is I got an opportunity to have a scholarship and take advantage of what I had. I was willing to take that chance.
Yeah.
Even though I went there knowing that's what I'm dealing with. And on campus, we used to do every once in a while places we didn't go to.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ted.
No, I was just saying on that piece of like you're saying with it being Black History Month, I think we sometimes not sometimes, but we all the time celebrate. Well, which I know I do, celebrate and thankful of one of the Black guys that we can look up to that actually made it out of Warner Robins, that actually, accomplished, what you accomplished throughout your NFL career and college career, and not only that you've been my uncle, but I mean just being a Black man that we can look up to during this time. During Black History Month. I mean, and not only Black History Month, but period, because that's something positive.
That's the thing, Bonnie. I want to help these kids in Warner Robins because you know what? I always hear people say, "Well, we don't have no one to step up and do the same here." If I can work with Warner Robins to make sure I'm there to help them, I'm looking forward to it because I feel good about myself. I think I'm a very straight and hard person. Now, I'm not gonna tell you I'm not hard. Trust me, I'm more than hard, but I'm fair. Mm-hmm. I understand. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna tell you, sometimes everything's not gonna go your way. I mean, you got to be a big enough person to understand. Everybody don't get their way all the time. Mm-hmm. Somewhere down the line, someone got to understand it. Even at the pro level, they got to understand. If you think you will get your way all the time, then you have lost your mind.
Yeah. Right.
And someone needs to step up and tell you when you're wrong, you're wrong. That's the difference to make a kid understand life. I can be tough on you, but I love you to death.
Hey, let me ask you this: as far as from the pro level, when did you realize that it was a business? Whereas maybe not necessarily the best player getting opportunities, it was really a business.
My second contract, when I start talking about money, mm-hmm. My first contract, you up on a rookie year contract. You know what I mean? When you start talking big money, it's a different ball game. And just when you sit in there, we talking to the owner, and the owner saying, "Well, I can find somebody to get you to do this here. I can do this here." You know what I mean? They not holding back. They telling you they don't think you're all that. That's how they talk to you. And then you go back and say, "Well, I tell you what, then if you don't think I'm all that, then I tell you what, then when I set out, then you talk to me then."
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. You gonna pay me. Be there, understanding what they're doing.
Right.
I'd rather do that than someone's just doing all the talking.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You are the person gonna be out there.
Right.
And you got to understand if you ask for this kind of money and you get it, you better produce.
Right.
That's the difference. That's how you grow up to be a better person, to understand, because this is a business. If they tell you it's not a business, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell young kids how it goes. And college is a scholarship.
Right.
But they'll be working on something else to make sure if that don't happen, you can go to something else.
Yeah.
And that's the key to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't have that person. I say, "Oh my God." If I said I have a conversation with you, can you tell me blank this here? We didn't have that then.
Right.
But I'm able to be that person to come back to Warner Robins and say, "Hey, I'm willing to help these kids," because you can come from a family, but sometimes families don't understand how this works, especially sports. You know what I mean? So many people will pull one on you in a heartbeat.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's the difference. I mean, I want these kids to get an opportunity to enjoy yourself in life.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: from being from the South and you playing with all these teams up north in the cold, did that affect you any?
It did the first year.
Yeah.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell you about the Freezer Bowl.
Down in Miami.
No. The Freezer Bowl.
Oh, was it?
No. The Freezer Bowl. We played Miami a week before, right? We played down in Miami, but we played Cincinnati Bengals in the Freezer Bowl. It was 50 below.
Whoa.
Yeah. When you have ice on your face, when you walk outside, and ice come on your face, that's cold.
Oh yeah.
That means people out there with no shirt on, those people died. And I can remember the owners saying here trying to get the game canceled to go to Houston in the dome to play.
Right.
It was that cold. And to that day, I thought I would never be back to Cincinnati. And guess what? I got traded to Cincinnati.
Right.
I can remember the call. When they called me and said, "You've been traded to Cincinnati," I thought one of my buddies just joking.
Right.
No. And you go there, they practice outside, and you learn to play.
Yeah.
It's all about mind. It's a mind game. You can tell your mind things is not that true, but it's cold. Today it's 17 degrees right now in Cincinnati.
Hey, I think somebody said it was AFC Championship game, Freezer Bowl.
Oh, the Freezer Bowl, yeah. It's the coldest game ever.
Yep.
I have never seen nothing like that in my life. I didn't even have a coat because I was on the West Coast.
Right.
And that's tell you right there. But I learned how to deal with it. Now this is nothing now. If it drop down to 2 degrees, that don't bother me a bit.
Nah, man, I ain't did that.
I'll put a jacket on, and I'm ready to go.
19. That was your rookie year then, wasn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. These are the people I played. I played with Dan Fouts, Kellen Winslow.
Yeah.
All these guys I played with. This is my
rookie year.
This is my rookie year. I was just like a little pup.
Yeah.
Trying now, letting these guys teach me. That's how I learned all this stuff. Charlie John, Dan Fouts, Kevin Winslow, all these guys, West Channel. These guys, I had up under my belt. These guys taught me how to approach it, how to deal with it, and understand it.
Right.
You don't find that too often.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing you pretty much did with Corey Dillon and
right.
Harold what's his name? Harold Green. He came to South Carolina, right?
Yeah, you have to, like I say, when people touch you, you try to touch the next generation, high school, all this stuff. And that's all I'm saying is you always need guide. I'm not saying the family's not good, all that, but some things family's not gonna know because if you're not into all that stuff, you never gonna know about. They talk about crazy money. We talk about serious money. I didn't come for money. When they start talking crazy money, I was like, "What? You gonna pay me this much money?" I mean, come on. To me, it blew my mind. I'm like, okay. I got to stop being ignorant. I got to understand what it's all about.
So when you received that money or they was giving you that contract, did you feel obligated to play harder? What did that do for you as far as your inspiration for playing?
I wanted more. I wasn't satisfied. That means the next contract I'm getting in my head, I'm trying to get better.
Right.
Better you get, more you make.
So it motivated you to be.
Oh, and of course, right. I mean, you know what? The thing about it, I love playing football. I mean, it was a blessing. I understood it. For some reason, I understand things I should never understand. Like I say, when I was talking about this running back from Central, Stonewall Jackson, one of the best I ever seen in my life. But of course, he's in Macon. He didn't survive long, But I seen him at Roma Junior at Roma.
Hey,
huh?
And when you say the guy Stonewall Jackson, was he on that 75 team? I think that won the state.
He was with Central, and I'm telling you, this guy had so many moves. It was scary.
I'm saying, was he on that 75 team that won the state?
No. He was there before. We're talking about when Ricky Hicks back. You remember Ricky Hicks?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, you don't remember Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks was the first black running back played with Warner Robin.
Okay.
And he was back there then. I mean, like I say, I was like 9, maybe.
Yeah, so that was before then.
8 years. I mean, this is what I'm sitting there watching this guy. I'm impressed.
Now, who was the did they have a quarterback? Did Central have a quarterback?
Jolly.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking about.
That's who you're talking about. Yeah. That's what he's there. But this guy was when Ricky Hicks and him. I mean, like I say, I was like a little kid. So like, oh my God, this guy is real. Now, because they used to play at Rama High School.
Right.
And I was like, that's because that's the only stadium was. Because it's not the stadium they had now, but that's the only football field they had.
Right.
And of course, we didn't have no money to get in to see the game. We stood outside to the fence looking at it. Didn't have the money. It's what it is. And I can remember my brother out there, he said, "You think you can be good as that dude there?" I said, "No big deal." And didn't think nothing about it. And to this day, I still remember all this stuff. Like I say, I went back and looked at every person at Warner Robin High School. And that's why I said it's no question. I'm the best thing they had, and that's the sweet thing about it. But how can I show somebody something when I don't have it on the wall? That's the difference. Yeah. Now you get the grip.
Sound like we about to go into Red Cup topics.
No, what I'm saying is here. If a person done all that right. Why? Well, you have to have something to be motivated to the next generation, right?
Right.
Okay. That's just me. That's just me thinking out of the box.
I agree wholeheartedly with you on that.
But you know what? You can have me running for you, but you can't put me on the wall.
Well, maybe. Hey.
Now you see how I think now.
Right, but
I think I went back and got myself together. I understand, but now, as a friend, if it's up to me, I would take this jersey and just bind it up, be done with it.
Well, speaking of jerseys, I like the one behind you right there.
Which one?
That Auburn jersey back there.
Auburn jersey or the high school jersey?
No, I want the Auburn jersey.
Wow, that jersey's too big for you. You sure?
There you go.
You sure? Hey, it might be a dress for you, dude. You don't do that. Come on, buddy. It's too big for you.
This guy here, man.
At that time, I have a jersey for your son.
Okay.
1 second.
This joker here, man. I told y'all about this joker, man.
This right, hey, you see this jersey? This is your son jersey.
Okay.
Hey, I told him. I keep my word.
All right.
See, I ain't like you.
What you mean you ain't like me?
Because you sure I'm not sure. You see what I have to deal with all the time?
Y'all see, listen.
Listen, you do a good job with these young kids. I have so much respect for you doing the stuff you do for those kids. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I get a kick out seeing people do stuff in a positive way because we trying to help everybody. Mm-hmm. I take my hat off to y'all.
Well,
y'all do a great job.
I'm gonna say this, and I think we're gonna try to probably try to put something together so you are able to reach some of these kids here,
right? Because I can tell these kids things what they think they know, don't know,
right?
You know what I mean? It's not. It's not. I'm trying to brag about. I mean, I won't say nothing like that. I will tell them what is real, what is not real.
Right.
That's the difference I want, because I want you to be aware of stuff. I don't care who you are, because like I say, me growing up, my parents didn't have no idea about this sports stuff. You know, and that's the difference. And I don't blame that. I think my parents did what they had to do to survive.
Well, I mean, in a lot of cases too, you got a lot of parents that still don't know a whole lot about recruitment. Don't know a lot about the preparation.
But see, that's the thing about it. They have never took the time to understand what it's all about.
Right. Right. And see, and that's what we come in at. Some, I mean, people that have dealt with it, have been through it, and you know, us as people that guide them. I mean, it ain't just us. It's a lot of us that are out there that does it.
Anybody though, I mean, like I say, I respect that, because at the end of the day, I don't tell you I know everything,
right?
But at least I get you on the right track to understand. Mm-hmm. You can start asking more questions.
Right?
Why don't you ask this person this? Why don't you ask this person this? And you get an idea if that person telling you the truth or not.
Right.
I can tell you right now. I mean, like I say, as a high school kid, I was very recruited across the country, and my parents didn't have no clue about a lot of that stuff. And a lot of it was a lot of smoke. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Me and my oldest brother, he understood some of it. We kept it to ourselves. Because if I tell my mom gonna tell everybody in the neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood don't know. That's your grandma, but
that's true.
I understood. Don't you tell us what she want to hear, and that's all she care about. But I don't want everybody in the neighborhood to know what we all about. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. But I was very fortunate to understood that my brother and he still asking questions about different stuff. But a lot of kids don't have that opportunity. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to see these parents being get hit from the blind side.
Right.
I'm not saying I know everything, but I have a great idea what is real, what is not real.
Right.
Because everybody can't be the superstar. I guarantee you that. I don't care. They say they can, but it's not.
That's one thing. That's one thing about grandma. Now, you right. She knows she gonna tell it. She gonna tell it. Boy.
That's my mom. That's what it's hey, you never get mad at your mom, but you just know how to tell it. Boy. Hey, I can't be no real than that.
Hey, Kenny, y'all. My grandma is a real red cup now. she knows she gonna tell it. That's my baby. She knows she gonna tell it, boy.
All you have to say my name, and she gonna tell you no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I just talked to James. He done this. And my sister was like, "Why are you telling? Why he ain't say much?"
Yeah.
But, hey, you love your parents no matter what.
Yeah.
My parents. Hey. I would never change nothing in the world, because that's my mom and my dad. My dad wouldn't talk. You can't get much out of my dad, but
he ain't gonna say much.
But my mom, she telling everything in some.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And she'd be looking at you like, well, I didn't say much.
Yeah.
What do you do? I mean, I can't, like I say, but that's the whole idea. When I talk about stuff, I really want these kids to get an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. I don't care about anything. I don't want to know all your stuff. I just want to tell you what is real, what is not real, and what you know, what you don't know.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I want to that way. Then I'll feel good. I feel good about myself. I don't get nothing out of it. I don't care. But I just want to be there, be a part of helping.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this person not saying nothing. I want to be that person to say something.
Oh yeah.
And that's the different thing. I mean, like I say, and that's why I look at stuff. I don't know what got over me, but that's just me now. I mean, I'm so more detail trying to understand, because I see so many things, kids, if they had a little help, maybe something might come out better.
What you got, Zach? You got Zach. You bringing Zachary along. That's why you see it a little different.
Zach, you don't take it. These coaches up here think I'm crazy. They say because I'm one of these people. I go off on them, and I don't bite my tongue. You come to my son, he'll tell you. Dad say what he's got to say.
How old is he?
Zach he's just 13.
Okay.
Now Ted, he's way taller than you.
Nah, see, here we go again.
I'm just saying, at 13, he looking down at you saying, little man, what's up? He won't call you little man, but he would say, what's up? He won't look down.
Nah, see, y'all see what I do every time we get on the telephone. It's the same stuff every single time.
It's
we
all
on the phone, man.
Yeah, but it's all about love, that's all.
Oh.
That means when your little boy come up and talk about he want to play football, I'm gonna just say, come up here, send him up here with me. That way,
he think you're a football player, boy.
It's not
a basketball player.
That is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Who said he can't play?
No, I didn't say.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I didn't say you couldn't play him.
When he need help, you better call me.
Oh, you know that. Oh, you already know that.
I'm just saying because I'm so like I say, I don't change much. I'm so detailed. I understand.
Yeah.
The question is, how bad you want it?
Yeah,
That's what I say. That's the question I would say to him. How bad you want it?
Right. And you had something.
Well, I was just going ask about Super Bowl 23.
Gotcha.
And what did that feel like?
Man, listen. You know what?
Give us a memory from that.
We played San Francisco, right? And Texans, they thought they was just a bowl outside. And Texans, we didn't lose. Was losing. Only time they took the lead was like 2 minutes something left in the game, whatever. Mm. If Louis Bill were caught to intercept the ball and fall down, it didn't happen. But it was one of the best games ever played.
I've been saying that since I've been 10 years old. I've been mad at Louis Billups since I've been 10 years old.
Well, you have to look at him. He ended up killing himself.
He did, for real?
Yeah, he killed himself.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't mad at him no more then.
But just the idea of playing in that kind of game, so many things go in your head.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? The whole Warren Robinson there watching me play all this stuff. I mean, it's so. And then from after the game, I didn't want to go fly to Hawaii because I was like, I was still mad because you lose a ball game, and you look at the clock. All he has to do is catch the ball and fall down, and
that's
then John Taylor ran a little slant
right by him.
Boom. And then you lose the game. I mean,
so we were Hawaii. That was a Pro Bowl after that?
Yes, that's how it used to be. Pro Bowl is different now.
After the Super Bowl, right?
Huh?
It used to be after the Super Bowl.
Yes. That's what it's saying is if when you make the Pro Bowl, that telling you the players voted for you.
Right.
Now these days, when they had these Super Bowls, 9 out of 10 times, a lot of guys don't play because there's no Pro Bowl. That means 9, they pushing it up. And everybody's like, oh, I made the Pro Bowl. Yes, it's easy that way. Mm-hmm. When you play after the thing, but it's the greatest feeling in the world, though, play against competition. To play guys, you be like, man, I think, I see somebody else like, man, I ain't never think I'm going to be out here playing with him. Right. But football changed, and it probably in the long run probably best for because concussion ain't no joke.
Right.
I have a lot of friends don't have no clue what's going on.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. Yeah, but the money should be guaranteed across the board because football is not a long career.
Right. Why
not take all this money, get that money now, and be done with it? Instead of going through all this there. I mean, it's some of the guys just, some of them have kept themselves. Some just don't have no clue what's going on. And these guys at this level, they do hit hard.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. No, God, they do bring it.
You got any stories of you getting hit hard that kind of shook you up a little bit?
Yeah, yes. I tell you what.
Mike Singletary.
No. Yeah. He never hit me like that.
Mike Singletary.
Ted, will you listen what I'm going to say? I'm not saying he never hit me flush. Do you understand? That's the difference between getting hit flush and shaded.
Okay.
This hit me flush. This is a guy I played in college. You know how if you know anything how college go, we have hell night for rookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy was a linebacker. He played with Kansas City. He played with Kevin Porter. Mm-hmm. Chris was a freshman, and Chris didn't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was one of these guys in high school was good, but come to college, you're not good. You prove yourself. He's saying we're not gonna do that to his room. Of course, big mistake. They brought me in there and said, I said, you're not gonna do what? He said, I'm not gonna do anything. I went and got the rubber hole. Took it. I sprayed the whole room, soap and wet. And he had to sleep in that room that night. And one day when Chris went to play Kansas City, and that's weird. And I was running the ball, and I seen him, and I spit. He caught me up right in my chest when I came out to spin. And he hit me, and he put me on my back. He hit me pretty hard. I can hear him up there. Yeah, I've been waiting for this lick. What can you do about it? And nothing you do about it. Hey, I look at it
from college. You were carrying that from college?
Oh yeah, because he was hot. His room was soap and wet. I sprayed the whole rubber hole in there. I told him, I said, dude, you're nobody. You just a rookie. Get over it. But then that day when he hit me, I smiled like, good shot. And nothing I can say. Yeah. At that moment, he was a better man for the moment. It's stories I done in college, like in pro, they tied me to the poles. I told Dan Fouts, I don't think you're that good. Big mistake, running my mouth as a rookie.
Right.
And they tied me to the poles. I got fined about $6,000 for missing curfew. Just young kids doing dumb things.
Right.
Me running my mouth. I thought, how dare you say that? Just here. And Dan Fouts always say, you still a rookie. Get over it. And, I learned a long time ago, shut your mouth.
Now let me ask you this. From everything that's recently happened with Colin Kaepernick and all that type of stuff, just from the protests and all of that, and they've talked about locker rooms being divided or something along that lines. Is that really a thing, or is it when you guys are in a locker room, you may have your differences, but because you all have a common goal, you figure out how to work through those things?
Oh, ain't no question about that, because the end of the day is we are no better than the next person. And no owner is looking at us like you just a number. Mm-hmm. And we have to fight for each other. And it's really a reason I say that is more I thought about it and how things happen, I see it on every level. Like I had a friend was coaching basketball, right? Mm-hmm. But he's not getting on the board and writing up stuff. That means that person beside him think he's the coach. Mm. And you'll be surprised. And like I say, we had a coach at football, Dave Schuler, is the worst coach I ever heard in my life. I have never, and you know what the thing about it? In the meeting, I called him out.
Now Dave Schuler,
Schuler's son, ain't it?
Yeah, Dave Schuler, his son was so bad, and I called him out in the meeting. And I know he didn't know the answer. But it's an opportunity to embarrass him in front of everybody. I did it just because of that. Because you know why? They're going to give him a job when he's not qualified for the job, but he can tell you how to run a ball. Right. I said, then show me how to run the ball then. Here, run it. Show me. What I embarrassed him at in the classroom. Knowledge. Right. Knowledge is something else. When you know it inside out and you know he don't know it, I just asked the question.
Right.
I said, Coach, well, since you're the head coach, then can you explain this to me? Then we go from there. Right. When I know he didn't know. I wanted to make a punt to the players. He don't know what he's talking about. Now, the players already know that already because I already had this conversation with him. Yeah. But that's not right, though. It's not right. I know I was wrong. That's just me being a petty person at that moment. So that's where Tat gets it from. Oh, yeah. You might be right, but
Petty Pendergrass.
I'll tell you this here. My mom, Petty T. My mom will speak out, and you'd be like, I mean, we do that could happen. We got a bad tendency to speak out when we should not. I have learned a lot. And when I joke with y'all, I'm joking, but if we come down to if real serious, right? I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. Yeah, and I, of course, I had to give him my word about I won't say nothing. This is explaining a lot.
Yeah,
Charles is understanding a lot now. It probably is because we think we know everything. That's the thing about it. Honest truth. I mean, like I say, when I go and research things and get it, I know my part. Right. Then when you hear it, you're like, "Oh, time out, coach. Like, come on now. Now explain this to me again, because that don't make sense to me." And I know he don't want to explain it, but that's just me stabbing just a little. Yeah. And that's where he probably get it from. Yeah. It's not right, but I know.
So we got to find out, man. Super Bowl coming up, about to come on today.
I can tell you who's gonna win. There's not any question about that. Who's gonna win it? Kansas City.
I got Tampa Bay.
Listen, let me tell you something. They got that number 10.
You know where he's from, don't you?
No.
He's from Douglas.
Really?
Crawford County. Yes, he's from Douglas.
I tell you what, that dude is fast.
Now he's from Douglas and number 11, DeMarcus Robinson. He's from Peach County, Fort Valley.
Yeah, but he can't catch that well though. That's his problem.
I'm just telling you.
I know.
Hey.
That's the difference. Number 10, Tyreek Hill, right?
Tyreek Hill, yeah. Okay. And 75, Cameron Irvin, he's from Colquitt County down there.
All these counties. Dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
even South Georgia.
I just think Kansas City is so talented. Mm-hmm. And they do so many things. They make it fun. I can remember when we first we the ones started the no huddle. And we did things people never did before. That's the fun part about it. When you can sit on the line of scrimmage, don't have to move. And they throw out codes. Now you have to study now. Now believe me, you got to study.
Now it was y'all in Houston, right?
No,
Houston.
No, Buffalo. We played Buffalo and did it to them. And they come back the following year. They started doing it.
And I remember Houston started doing it too with the run and shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
But we did line of scrimmage. Sam created that. I mean, you have to study. Now you have to study.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. Go Buck. Brady to go. Thank you. So now house divided. Kansas City and the Bucks. Thank you, Auntie.
But you have to understand something. Right? You grieve with your best partner. The reason I say that because I ain't trying to go through all this here.
So at the end of the day, you like the Bucks.
You changing your
Hey, at the end of the day, like the Bucks.
I'm just got a question mark there. That's what I'm saying. It's a question mark because when you've been with someone this long in an argument, you disagree at that moment.
Hey,
happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed.
There you go.
I ain't trying to be tough. I'm just trying to be I mean, because when boys talk to each other, we are the toughest thing in the world.
Right.
Let's be real about it. I mean, I love my wife to death.
I tell you,
I'm just going off the football thing. That's all I'm doing. I'm going off what I see, what Kansas City can do. It's going to cause a problem.
Yes.
I think
Tom Brady though.
I think Tom Brady is a great coach. I have so much respect for him, but that number 95 for Kansas City, he's going to put pressure on him.
Yeah.
If he can't step away from that, I think he's going to have a problem.
Yeah.
If they had a running back that can catch the ball, then I would say Tampa Bay. But those guys is a big runner. They don't stretch the thing.
Right.
It make a big difference.
Oh, let me ask you something. Best quarterback of all time.
Best. All I can do is go off. I think when I played with Dan Fouts, I thought Dan Fouts was the best quarterback. I'm going off what the person I played with, understanding the thing. But now in these days, ain't but the kid from Kansas City. He played baseball.
Right.
He played baseball. His dad was. This guy is. I enjoy watching him.
Well,
I'm so impressed with him.
You like him better. You like him better than Russell Wilson.
I think the young one is more mobile.
I agree with you, Uncle.
That's the difference. I'm just being real. He make football. I want to go back out there and play. And my mind say I want to play, but my body said no. It's the real thing because he make it fun. Right, when it's fun like that, oh my God, dude, to smile and that defense don't have no clue what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
man, I just don't know. I just like Tampa Bay being at home, and
I understand that Tampa Bay gonna put that number 95 right in the middle, and he gonna put pressure on Brady. If that guard don't block him, Brady gonna have a hard time. I'm just being real.
Who you got, Kenny?
Let me go last.
Wait, Charles already went.
Oh, yeah, he got Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, Charles.
I told you last week.
Oh, yeah. I've been polling people. I've been trying to figure it out. I ain't got my scouting report in just yet, but I think I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Okay. Like I say, if 95 don't put no pressure on Brady, I would say Tampa Bay could win it.
Yeah.
But I think that kid gonna put some pressure on Brady right there in the middle.
Let me ask you this, if it's a close game, who you got?
Kansas City.
Because I think with a close game, Tom Brady, the legend of Tom Brady comes alive.
And you might be right, but
what happened last Super Bowl?
Kansas City got so many weapons, though. They got a tight end.
Comeback king, wouldn't it?
They got a tight end. It's real.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I know probably all three of y'all gonna probably disagree with it.
Because you're watching Redskins fan. What do you expect?
Oh, now see, there you go. Now we play head to head. I still have yet to get my phone call answered after that game.
Oh, we not in the conversation.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying we are not in the conversation. Our team, the team I play for, I don't know what that world they in. They in a different world.
Hey man,
how can you?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he's gonna play, but he's not gonna play much.
So is he injured, or is he gonna play?
No, he got I think he got a knee problem. But I think when you play the Super Bowl, you're gonna go out there and give it what you got.
Yeah.
I give that much. But
back to my ball team. All I'm gonna say is Tampa Bay really shouldn't be there because they should have got beat in the first round by the ball team. By the ball team, us.
Dude, serious.
I'm serious. What you talking about?
Dude, really? Dude, first of all, you had a quarterback can't move. And even though he come back,
he was 5-1. He was 5-1.
that ain't saying much.
He was 5-1.
Listen, that quarterback you had went to what did he go to? He went to
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Guess what?
He's terrible.
Yeah. Y'all drafted him though.
We got rid of him too.
Well, but after the fact, you drafted in the first round.
Yeah, we did that, and that's why we shipped him on the paper.
I think y'all drafted some of the people what the Bengals had. Y'all should not do that. That's a bad thing. That's a bad deal. Honest truth. See that? See somebody. Thank you, Corey. Corey agrees with.
What part is Corey agreeing with?
The ball team.
The ball team should have been.
The ball team would have been there. KC would have had an easy walk, easy road. That's what DK said.
Y'all what DK saying. Listen, y'all gonna quit disrespecting my ball team. All right, I'm gonna tell you this right now on Super Bowl Sunday,
and they was gonna beat Green Bay.
No, the ball team
next year.
Listen, I'm telling you, the ball team will finish 12-4 next year.
4-12.
The ball team, the Skins.
Dude, what? Yeah, y'all lucky you win 4 preseason games or 1 preseason game.
Who y'all quarterback?
We don't need now.
Yeah, right. Don't need a quarterback, right?
Don't need no quarterback.
Who's gonna be the quarterback?
I don't know. They ain't called me yet,
dude. Really?
We supposed to meet Wednesday.
You might be one step better than us, and they ain't saying
no. We knock y'all quarterback out of the game, man. We sent them. We knocked them out of the game. The Bengals,
the rookie from LSU.
Yeah, we knocked him out of the game.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, we knocked him out of the game. And we paying Cincinnati.
Yeah, they ain't saying much.
I'm just saying we won the division. Okay, we won the division.
The Bengals is not good. They cannot draft.
So who would you consider good in y'all division?
I would say, Pittsburgh not bad.
We beat them.
Not bad.
We beat Pittsburgh.
And Baltimore not bad. Did you beat Baltimore?
No, we didn't. But we beat Pittsburgh. Did you beat Cleveland? No, I think we lost to Cleveland.
Of course you did. You know it.
That was Dwayne. But see, that was Dwayne Haskins.
Sad thing, man, you trying to play like you can't remember that, but you did. That's why I throw it out there. Just to see what you react.
That's the weakest division in the league. I'm trying to tell him.
Hey, man, you got we
went 2-2 against y'all division. We lost to Baltimore and to Cleveland, and we beat Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
And you want me to pat you on the back for that?
No, I'm just telling you.
Wasn't that Pittsburgh game already like they was already in the playoffs?
No.
I really think Pittsburgh. All you had to do to Pittsburgh there, get up on the line of scrimmage and knock the timing out. That's all you had to do. I don't understand why people couldn't figure that out.
So is it time for Big Ben to retire?
He coming back another year. He taking a pay cut.
Yeah, he trying to go back to Millersville.
I don't know why.
Yeah, he love it down there.
Why? Well, of course you would too. I forget. I know. I take it back. Why I say that? I take it back.
He love it.
I get it.
He love down there in Millersville now.
I forget about this Georgia stuff on there. I ain't been back in Georgia so long. I shake my head. Yeah. Like I say, when I come to Warner Robin and give me about a day or two, I got to go.
Big Ben love it down there in Millersville.
Yeah, he sure love it. He fit right in there.
Big Ben.
Well, I get that. I mean, he love it over here too. At that university he went to.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he do love it. But I go. I ain't knocking it, man. But hey, I don't know.
Hey, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of that.
Yeah, I'm glad you stepping out of that. I'm glad of that because I'm like, let me be quiet because I'm like, I have people say he's just been a butt. I'm like, okay.
So just so we got the record straight, we got two Tampa Bay,
and 2 Kansas City.
Well,
wait.
2.5 Tampa Bay.
No, we got 1.5 Tampa Bay and 2 No. We got two Tampa Bay. That's me and you,
Right.
and you got 1.5 Kansas City.
Yeah.
Where you get a half from?
Because your wife already said Tampa Bay too.
Yeah, but deep down inside,
But what?
I played the fifth.
Yeah.
If I ain't know about football, I'll argue about it, but I guess I don't know about football.
Hey, yeah, just leave it right there, huh?
No, I know I ain't like you, Cat. I ain't like you. I ain't like you. Hey, we teach you stuff. We ain't going down that road with you. Hey, a nephew, we have to teach him things. Cause I know he sometimes go off to the right, that curve.
Yeah.
But he mean well though.
Zach Tampa Bay too, huh? So you by yourself.
Yeah, you outnumbered.
Well, hey, that happens sometimes. It's an opportunity to speak what you believe in. I respect that.
Hey,
I like that.
I like how you flip the
might
thing.
not be right, huh? But you're gonna give him an opportunity to speak on it.
Yeah.
Of course, hey, we've been saying that everybody has the right to your opinion.
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. That's why this world's so great. You can just sit right down the middle and just be smiling.
Oh, they Tampa Bay too. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Brady. If Brady went on that team, I would say, but I think Brady's one of the outstanding quarterback ever. There's no question about that.
So here's my thing. I'm thinking if Tampa Bay wins, he should just go ahead and retire. That'd be the perfect way to walk off.
I would say, but he's talking about 45. I just don't see that because it's not about what he can do; it's what his offensive line can do.
Right.
And then you talk. I mean, let's be real. Win it and go walk away.
Yeah. But how hard is that? How hard is that at that level?
You're right.
You know what though? Once you get a certain age, you got to be real with yourself.
Father time.
I can train. I can go. I probably can. Let me think. I don't know. If I work hard, I could probably outrun every running back for the Bengals. But by life, by body wise, I won't survive that long.
Right.
But I can train myself to rush straight. But I can't train myself to take the licks like that. Because father time.
Yeah.
That to me that don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? I know people can run. I know they got a kid can run a 4.240, but he can't catch a football.
Right.
What that mean? What do that mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing, body. You know what I mean? You can run straight, but taking a lick, my body say, you lost your mind, dude. Go back on the sideline. You know what I mean? That's the thing, body. You got when you really sit down, things you can do, you couldn't do. You can see that. You know what I mean? You can tell when you're younger, things you can do, you don't think that's another.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm getting a wrap it up text. So
okay. I got you.
So old Charles G up there is the producer of this show.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. A question that came in. We gotta address questions now for the viewers. JB, they want to know who is the best running back in the family.
Who's the best running back in the family? Who are we talking to?
All right. Now since we all right, if you want you want me to tell you what Grandma said?
Chat. Why we go through all this today?
Oh man, I'm just
why look, Cat. I'm gonna ask you something. Okay. I'll answer that question. What you said. In a real world, I get where you're coming from it, because sometimes things you think it's not true. But I understand that though. But my little brother ain't no running back.
Oh, I'm just telling you what Grandma said.
If my mom or know what she was talking about, she might know something.
Listen, Grandma said that Uncle Nathaniel was the best running back in the family. That's what she said.
Okay, then if we look at stat, how many yards my brother got?
You right.
Are we on the same page?
No, but all I'm saying is that's what Grandma said. But I'm gonna let.
Okay, then I get that. I respect that. What you telling me then? You think Donald Trump was the best president we had?
No.
Huh?
No, but I know some people do say that.
You said it in a comfortable way.
No, I don't think he is, but I'm just saying some people says it. But my grandma, who seen all of y'all run the football, say that.
No, she haven't. You know, all you get, you forget things.
Okay, let's just say she forget that. She forgot. My bad.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I'll say that.
I'm gonna ask again, see if she remember.
We got to get Uncle Nate on the show.
And you know what he'll say? Man, if we go hunt, I'll kick his butt.
hey, Charles, and when we're talking about granddad and taking everybody to hunt, he's the only one that picked up hunting.
Right.
That joke hunt rabbits, squirrels.
My brother,
anything,
listen here. Let me tell you, my brother will say, listen here, man, I ain't coming on practice. I ain't practicing today. That's just how he look at stuff.
Right.
He's in the family, but he ain't hearing that. He ain't running. My brother's not going wrong. He was like, man, y'all lost your mind. Ain't finna wrong.
JP said I heard that too.
Man, you know what? These people sometimes, they have concussion thing, right?
Yeah.
He had a concussion.
Yeah, that's what happened to him. People, he dreaming. You know what I mean? He better wake up and smell the coffee because coffee's not on. Yeah, everybody can say they good. I get that. High school, everybody. I know a water boy was a mayor on Warner Robin.
Yeah, old Chucky. Shout out.
It happened, right?
Shout out to old Chucky Shaheen.
Right, that's my point. I'm saying everybody say they good, but I don't remember seeing no kind of stats.
Right.
Seeing them playing at the NFL level, not to my knowledge now. I get high school because Cat can play high school.
I can't. I ain't never played no football.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, I said I think it was last week. I ain't know.
I think now listen. His mom got mad because somebody hit him one time too hard.
I ain't even never played no football. That was my brother.
No, you played in the neighborhood.
Oh man.
No, when these people say they done all this, I give them respect. I like that. I get a kick out of it.
Oh yeah.
I get a kick out of it because everybody's supposed to be good.
Right.
So we got a question for you from our viewers. Someone from E-Team wants to know who were some of your best teammates in high school, college, pros, and why.
Okay. And pro, I would say Dan Fouts, Hall of Fame, Kellen Winslow, Hall of Fame, Charlie Joyner, Hall of Fame. And college, Joe Cribb, he's a Pro Bowl. William Andrew, I played with a Pro Bowl. And I played with another guy, Byron Franklin played with Seattle, a Pro Bowl. But in high school, but three people I know, Ronald Simmons, Jimmy Womack. Those guys I know.
The Key Soul?
Well, yeah. Those only one I know as a people I say could have opportunity to play at another level.
And Jimmy Womack went on to win not Heisman, but the national championship with Georgia.
Jimmy blocked for Herschel Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's Jimmy probably had the toughest time because Jimmy blocked for me, he blocked for Herschel.
Yeah.
I mean, he never got an opportunity to say, I'm the man. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about that. But Jimmy never complained.
So he was a fullback?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that dude would run through a wall.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he never complained. You know what I mean? We got all, everybody patting us on the back, but I'm looking at it. He the one doing all the hitting.
Mm-hmm. Dirty work.
I mean, that's the dirty work. But Jimmy was a heck of a player. Just the timing wasn't right for it.
Right.
We growing up together, and we've been playing together for a long time. I mean, that's the thing about it is I think Jimmy was one of the best just opportunity he never got.
Right.
That's the thing about it. You know, everybody looked at Warner Robin, me, Ron Simmons, but Jimmy was the heart of it. And, you know, of course, Keith Soul made sure both of us are happy because he had given the ball both to us. You know, we'll blame Keith if he ain't giving the ball to me, or he'll blame me because Jimmy didn't get it, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Give Keith credit. Or Keith did very well. And, you know, days we think about stuff, all that. Now, we have a lot of good kids come out of Warner Robin. Mm-hmm. And that's the sweet part about it, to say that, because it's a place I have seen across the country. Not that the kids not that good, but Warner Robin is one of the best athletes. A place you can go and say these really good kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And y'all did it for basketball. I mean, that go a long way because I think my sophomore year we played Southwest in a region, and we thought that was the best thing ever. And y'all come around and just do things nice, unreal.
Right.
That's a heck of respect.
Yeah.
Because at one time, Warner Robin really wasn't a basketball team.
Nah.
I mean, like I said, to my knowledge, only person I think, a guy named Scott Williams, got a scholarship from some small school, but that was probably it, to my knowledge.
Right.
I mean, since y'all coming around, I mean, y'all just brought it up to another level.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it's all about. That's the respect what y'all have done, and it can't have no more than that, because a lot of people's not going to play football. They can play another sport and do the same.
Right.
That's what kids you got to understand. If you don't get in this, you go something else, and if you're good at it, stick with it. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing about telling someone what they need to do.
Right.
Because like I said, we can joke around and all that, and I like to have fun, but it was just a blessing me playing at the level I played at and kept getting better each and every year.
Right.
I mean, that there, it was a blessing, because, if you get hurt, someone else is going to take your place.
Yep.
It's just that simple. And I'm so happy that never happened. But when you get old, you get old.
Right.
It ain't changed. When it's time to go with somebody else, it's time to go. And that's the thing about it. You have to be aware of that, accept that, and move on.
Right.
And that's I mean, believe me, it was a little tough. But hey, give it to the young kids now.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing about it. Us be a better people trying to teach the younger kids.
Yes, sir.
That's go a long way. That's how me having respect for y'all, because that to me, that touched my heart, because I enjoy that.
All right.
So I think that's a perfect way to kind of close out the show. I think those words are straight on point. It's all about the kids and the youth, man. So definitely we got to give a shout out to Coach Tat, to Coach Garman, for what they're doing over at Warner Robins High School, and all the coaches that's out there volunteering their time and giving back. So we don't want to step on those words. We're gonna get out of here on those words. But before we go, Coach Tat, what you got?
Nothing, man. Just appreciate you coming on, sharing the knowledge and talking, and just being an inspiration for all of us. What we do, and don't think for 1 minute that you are forgotten here in the area. You're not forgotten here in the area. You're still, a big public figure here in Warner Robins. And like you say, not only you being my uncle, just speaking from a standpoint of you just being, what you've done throughout your career, and we love and respect that, and the way you upheld Warner Robins, as you moved on. And we just thank you.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It meant a lot.
Charles G.
Oh man, first off, just thanking the viewers, man. Thank the viewers for attending on Super Bowl Sunday. Thanks to Unc JB for coming on, sharing some of that Warner Robins knowledge, man. Kind of, I'm not from here, so a lot of that stuff that you're sharing and some of the younger generation, they may not know unless their parents is telling them those things. And I think I'm really one of those people that believe if you know what the history is, you won't be so quick to repeat it. So I think we need to know, we need to celebrate those things,
Right.
And those people as they do historic things. So man, we just appreciate you, bro. So
all right, no, hey, it's my pleasure. Just sit here and have a conversation with you. It's touched my heart. I really do appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Hey, so we definitely looking forward to the next time you and Warner Robins trying to catch up with you. Just to shake your hand in person.
Okay.
For who you are and what you're doing. So we'll figure that out. And if you can, talk about Tat anymore, that'd be even great as well.
Well, hey, even though he's a midget, I still like him.
It's crazy.
He can't help it, y'all. He wants to say he's the Brooks. Yeah, he all the Brooks, but he's short though.
This joker, man.
Hey, so like Charles said, man, viewers, we appreciate you guys tuning in at this different time. We thought this was an important show to bring to you. Like Charles said, giving back some of our history and letting you know that when we got a legend, we got to bring him to the stage. So again, we appreciate you, Mr. Brooks, for coming on and blessing us and sharing the stories and dropping the knowledge. Whoever you're rooting for today, I hope your team wins. And then we'll go from there.
Right.
Next week is Valentine's Day. I think we are not going next week. See, that's one of them things.
Nah,
We'll
let you know.
Hey, stay tuned, man. We'll put something out on social media, but I think it's we got something else in the plans on another platform, man. So as always, we appreciate you guys. We out of here. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Peace.
Peace.